Yes, good evening and welcome back to the Football Tribe UG channel. Robert Kesakos is your usual suspect. Welcome back to yet another live broadcast on your favorite football channel. It's yet another edition on the Football Tribe UG, and we are back to discuss everything football in regards to the Premier League, the FIFA Club World Cup, and slightly more, of course, pertaining transfers and everything that may fall within that line. So please do join us on this broadcast as we see what to make of some of the news that's making the rounds in as far as all those respective topics are concerned. But it is indeed a pleasure to be back. Thank you for those that managed to catch us in the morning. For those of you that were with us, thank you so much for sparing the time to be with us, for the time that you are able to be with us. Really, I do appreciate your love and support in every respect and aspects. Apologies. I must send out my sincere apologies for those of you that were with us in the morning for the echoes. We did receive feedback that we had echoes in our sound, and at the time we did something to remedy that situation, and I'm glad it worked out really well. The challenge was with my microphone, I think, with its battery issue and something to in that respect. But yeah, we managed to cut that out and get ourselves back on track. So apologies on that. We will strive to continue to do better in regards to our service or our dedication to you in giving you the best news in the best quality. Yes, our audio sometimes is not at the very best, but I do appreciate for those of you that stick around, even bearing that in mind, and you be with us for our respective broadcasts. I'm feeling a bit uneasy. Feels like I'm catching a cold, but yeah, I'll do my best to be here for the next couple of minutes, if not an hour or so. For those that are following the events from the FIFA Club World Cup, of course, action is ongoing. Please, kindly please do me the favor, like the broadcast, but also consider subscribing to the channel if you're new here and help support what I do and help support my channel, help me support its growth by contributing your subscription, your like to this broadcast. Really, it will be much appreciated. But more importantly, go down to the comment section and let me know where you are joining us from. Clutch King, you said what? Yes, I was requesting that you please like the broadcast, but also consider subscribing to the channel, seeing that you're new here. So do me that absolute honor, that absolute favor, and complete those actions while you're here. Shout out, thank you, Clutch King. Where are you joining us from, Clutch King? MD Ash, hello, Ash. Hi, MD Ash. I hope I'm pronouncing your name the right way, but if I'm mispronouncing it, please accept my sincere apologies if I'm falling short in my pronunciation of your name. Please let me know where you're joining us from. I must say thank you, Team India. Thank you, Team Uganda, Kenya, UK, USA, and every single one of you that has subscribed to the channel, and every single one of you that checks out our content and under the shorts content, under the shorts, under the videos, under the live broadcasts, and you watch them even after the broadcast has finished. I do not take your love and support for granted. Really, I do appreciate it. You country go. I am. Yes, I was inquiring about what country you're joining us from. Dash passport. Okay. Me, I'm joining you I'm coming to you live from Kampala, Uganda. In case you're wondering, it's about 11 p.m. East African time. I know for people in India, it's way later than that, probably around 1 a.m. Yeah, but thank you so much for the love and support. So tonight we'll be discussing majority. transfers. But before we get into the thick of transfer news and everything that is happening, let's pay a short trip to the FIFA Club World Cup, because there is action happening there, and I mean, we owe it to you to give you the latest, because those games, Boca Juniors are leading Auckland City by a goal to nil. You are fine. You are fine job, Uganda. I'm not sure I understand what you mean. You mean, can I find a job in Uganda, or I'm fine in Uganda? If you're asking whether I'm fine, yes, I'm all right. If you are wondering whether you can find a job in Uganda, maybe there is a chance for you, depends on your skill set and luck. So Boca Juniors are leading up against Auckland City by a goal to nil, while Benfica are also leading up against Bayern Munich by a similar scoreline. So that's for the final games of Group C tonight, to determine those that do advance to the round of 16. Of course, Bayern Munich have already advanced by the virtue of the fact that they were leading the standings coming into this game. But as we speak, as we speak, it's Benfica on top of the summit with 7 points, and Bayern Munich in second place with 6 points if the games do finish as the scorelines are at the moment. One visa, please. Unfortunately, I'm not the one that issues the visas, but you're welcome in Uganda. I do not know what country you're coming from, but some countries, it's visa-free entry for people from certain countries, especially our neighbors from Kenya, Tanzania, those in the East African composition, but also and beyond. It depends on the bilateral agreements that do exist between our country and your country. So, but yeah, you can go and search for the Ministry of Internal Affairs and submit, immigration, yes, and submit your visa application. You never know, you could be successful. I know in the future I'll be looking to submit my own to India, because I've been extended invitations to go and visit. So yeah, I do look forward to that as well. You say, oh, you're from Bangladesh. Okay. Why Jindal? Why Jindal says Lodu? I don't know if that's a greeting or that's a hello in your local language, but apologies. I'm facing a bit of language barrier, but thank you, why Jindal, for that message. MD says he's from Bangladesh. I've worked with a gentleman or two from Bangladesh. Yeah, the kind people, really, the kind people, at least from what I did observe in our interactions. How are you? I'm okay, sir. Thank you for asking. How about yourself? Where are you joining us from this evening? So kindly do let me know where you're joining us from this evening, in case you do not mind letting us know. In case you do not mind, you're most welcome to the Football Tribe UG channel. So kindly please consider supporting me by liking the broadcast, but also by subscribing to the channel. And do me that absolute favor, that absolute honor, and subscribe to the channel, as it's a football content channel. Yes, I do understand majority, many of our fans on here are from India, and yet in India and Bangladesh, Pakistan, it's cricket that reigns supreme, but I do appreciate still their love and support. How much your body count? My body count? One visa. Yes, you put in your application, and then you never know, you could get lucky, for as long as you have genuine reasons for visiting. Uganda is a very, very welcoming country, I must mention, really. Because I think it's the #1 host nation for refugees, for example, in the region and in Africa. So clearly that tells you about the context within which we do find ourselves, or within which, or how big or how welcoming we are as a country. Anyways, let's run it off to transfers, because Ansu Fati to AS Monaco is a here we go. That's according to Fabrizio Romano. AS Monaco have been working on this deal for the last 3 or 4 weeks. are trying to get it over the line. And finally, it looks like they have got a deal in place because Ansu Fati to AS Monaco is a here we go according to Fabrizio Romano. Deal in place for Barcelona winger to join the club on loan with a buy option. That buy option is expected to be at a fee of about 12 million euros. Plan for medical is this week confirmed. Ansu Fati will travel tomorrow and undergo medical later this week. Ansu signs new deal at Barcelona and then leave on loan. Okay, then that clearly tells us or speaks to the fact of what the president in Barcelona, that's Joan Laporta, did hint upon, that they were looking to hand him a new contract. So he's signed a new contract with Barcelona and straight been sent to loan. Looks like Barcelona want to guarantee that they do get a fee for his transfer at the end of the day. But Ansu Fati is one of those players that did make had a short stint in the Premier League with Brighton and Hove Albion when they were still under the charges of Roberto Di Zerbi on loan, but it didn't really work out perfectly well as he looked to reinvigorate his career. Let's hope that the French League One can be home to where they can get it done. Building construction. Oh, is that your kind of work, building and construction? That's your kind of work. I mean, most countries do have those kinds of opportunities, really. And you never know, you could fancy yourself into getting an opportunity here or there. So quickly away from AS Monaco and Ansu Fati, please forgive me if you hear any feedback kind of noise from the background, because there's somebody, crying in my background. So apologies on that. Atletico Madrid are on the verge of signing Johnny Cardoso from Real Betis. The midfielder did attract interest from Atletico Madrid, and they've been working on that deal with Real Betis for quite some time. However, they were yet to agree on terms in terms of a transfer fee, with Real Betis asking for a fee in the excess of 40 million euros, while Atletico Madrid wanted to offer much less than that. Well, it looks like they have finally reached an agreement of a deal worth about 30 million euros for the transfer of Johnny Cardoso. So personal terms won't be an issue, seeing that Johnny Cardoso had already agreed to personal terms with Atletico de Madrid. So that's the other key transfer that is ongoing. Then it looks like Jamie Gittens will give his priority to Chelsea over joining Bayern Munich, despite Bayern Munich's recent interest in the 20-year-old England winger. And so remember, Chelsea have already agreed to personal terms with Jamie Gittens on a 7-year contract. What's left is what was a deal to be agreed between the two clubs. And starting this week, on Monday, Chelsea were back in contact. Your number then, please. MD, I do not think my number will help you really, because I'm not in a position to help you in regards to visa or whatsoever. I do not work in that realm. In any case, I do not work for government. I have zero influence in regards to whether you do get a visa or not. So just search for Uganda's immigration, go through the pipeline. There's so many people here, by the way. You'll be surprised. Pakistanis, Indians, Somalis, Eritreans, so many people from all over the world. So if you do fancy your chances, go ahead and submit your application. But I hope I've answered that. But anyways, back to the conversation regarding Jamie Gittens. Like I said, he's giving his priority